Hi guys! So we're currently in Arya's room. I'm going to be redoing her room, putting new sheets, cleaning up, reorganizing, and doing a toy rotation. So I raised Arya more Montessori slash Waldorf style. So a lot of the things in her room are to her size to let her have independence and that she's able to play with herself, that she's able to just have that sense of independence and treat her almost like a mini adult. So and I'll show you, her bed is to the floor. From 12 months old, she was on a twin size mattress on the floor that she was able to go around the room. Of course, the whole room is safe and child proof. All the wall plugs were closed. I have, if you see here, this IKEA toy shelf where she can reach certain toys at her size and play and choose what to do. And this shelf has eight different shelves inside, so we only do 8 toys at a time, sometimes a little bit more around the house, but we do a toy rotation about every week or every 2 weeks. I try to change out some of the toys, and I love doing this because you don't have to buy an absurd amount of toys and have a crazy mess in your home when you just have 8 toys at a time. And every time you do a rotation, it's like they got a new toy. So I love it, and I so highly recommend it to all mommies because I couldn't imagine having all the toys that we have out around the house. There's just no way. No way. So this is what her room usually looks like during the end of the day. It's an absolute mess. Nothing is organized because I just let her play with anything and everything during the day. So we're going to go through her toy rotation first and pull out all the toys that she's going to be playing with next for the next week or two. And I bought these cute baskets. I will link everything in the description below with Amazon links. I bought like some cute aesthetic baskets, or I know a lot of mommies, they go to like Goodwill and they get like woven, like just neutral wood baskets, or I just use baskets that come with certain toys. But I like these. These are so cute, and they're softer. Sometimes wood scratches everything, and the softer baskets are nice. So the first basket I'm gonna do is safari jungle themed animals. So every week I switch out the animals that she plays with, whether it's farm themed, ocean themed, or forest themed, jungle, whatever, or like of one animal, but just multiple of them, maybe like mamas and babies figurines. But this week we're going to be doing safari jungle theme. Also, for more Waldorf style play, I always have a silk scarf out for her to play with. I absolutely love these. She uses these in so many ways. Like, she'll dance with them, she'll flag them, she'll pretend it's a cape or a dress. She loves these, and I know a lot of kids do. I hope to buy more in the future because they're a little spendy. I'm not gonna lie, because it's real silk. But I always try to keep one of these out for her. And in the future, I want to get like a hook, like a command hook, and just let it hang so she can always have these and not put these in rotation. I also have a little mirror that's child safe, that's at her level and her size, so she can look at herself. And if she wants to do her hair, or if she wants to, sometimes I'll like give her a little bit of makeup, like a little bit of blush or chapstick, and she just kind of looks in the mirror and brushes her hair and sees herself, just a little bit of self-maintenance. I always try to keep those out. I just need to get more command strips and command hooks for these right now. On her kitchen, because she always has her kitchen play set out, I also got that one from IKEA, but I was lucky and I somehow found it in almost brand new condition for $10 at Goodwill. Okay, that was a steal, because it's like, I think it's over $100 at IKEA, and it looked almost brand new. There's just a little bit of a marker stain on the side. But on top of the kitchen, I have like a bunch of like sandwiches and pizza making and like fruits, like a bunch of different things always at the kitchen. So if she wants to cook something, she always can. In one of her other bookcases, in one of her other shelves, I like to do books. So we have a bookcase in our bedroom for her with a bunch of books at her level. But I like to keep some in her room because if she wakes up in the morning or if she's not ready to go to sleep, she can pull out some books and read and play with them, which I always like to give her an option to do that. Also, I try my absolute best never ever to buy Aria toys that have batteries or lights and things that aren't educational. Her toys are specifically designed for educational purposes and creativity. There is no, I don't buy toys with batteries. I try to avoid plastic toys as much as possible. I always, if there's a wood option, I do go with the wood option. And guys, it does not have to be expensive. I know a lot of people think that Montessori and Waldorf style toys have to be expensive. Absolutely not. I go to Goodwill and I try to find toys. I mean, there's certain things I do spend money on, but you don't need a lot to keep your child occupied and happy. I'm really passionate about toys, and maybe that's because I grew up with a lot of toys. I don't know, but I love toys and I love seeing the way Aria plays with them. So I find a lot of enjoyment in this area, and like, I just love it. I don't know. Every rotation, I also give her different instruments to play with. So I have ukuleles, xylophones, things like that, little drums, and I try to go through those differently every time I rotate. And guys, the more simple you keep it, I mean the less colors, the less anything, the child is forced to have more creativity, and that's so important. Like, I don't know if you noticed, like all of my instruments, neutral, boring colors. That is not for aesthetic purposes. If I was to buy her dolls or anything, I try to keep it as simple as possible. Yes, colors here and there are fun and colors are good, but I'm talking about detail. Like a lot of Waldorf and Montessori dolls, you see that they don't even have faces, and that makes the child try to find creativity within that toy. Now, if your child is constantly overstimulated, doesn't know how to be creative, it's going to be more difficult in the beginning. It takes time. I'm also going to pull out these. This was her first toy as a baby, were these balls, these sensory balls. She loves playing with balls and anything that rolls. She loves to throw and kick. So I'm going to pull these out again. She hasn't seen these for a really long time. I just want to see how she's going to react with them. But this was probably her first toy as a baby. Also about why you want to try to put toys in baskets or trays is because if a child wants to do an activity, they need to be able to take it and pick up the activity and take it somewhere else. Also, if the puzzles are completed, like let's say puzzle with puzzle pieces, you need to have those puzzle pieces somewhere so when they're on the shelf, they're ready to be able to do, and that they're not completed and the puzzles are not in place, obviously, if that makes sense, right? So you want to have those pieces aside and on a tray and something ready for that child to pick up and take the activity and work on it somewhere else. So for instance, I'm taking out this magnet doll for her, and I'm putting all the clothes and the pieces into a basket. So obviously the doll is not going to be completely dressed. She's going to be able to take the doll, and she's going to be able to take all the pieces and go work on the activity somewhere else. This is going to be also added onto one of the shelves. She had a hard time with this one. I'm pulling it out again to see if she finally understands how the outfits work on the doll. I think she's ready for this toy, but she had a harder time when she was younger. Okay, this time I'm going to be pulling out probably her favorite toy right now. I had to take these away for like 2 weeks. All she wanted to do was play with them, and she wouldn't touch any of the other toys. So guys, magnet tiles. These are so much fun. Even like for me and Mark to play with, they are so fun. So I'm finally going to pull them out. She's probably going to be so excited, and you know, let her enjoy them. Putting them in a wooden tray and going on the shelf. Okay. Because of the magnet tiles, Aria loves to build garages with magnet tiles, and that's all she begs me and Mark to do. So I'm going to be pulling out some cars for her to play with the magnet tiles. There's some more. I think there's 2 more cars. I have to go find them, and these are so cute. I love these. So I've realized a lot of the toys this rotation have a lot of pieces. So the last toy shelf I'm going to do is just this wooden frog and pull toy. And it just makes sounds when you pull the string. Super fun. She runs around with it around the house. And that's going to be our final toy rotation. And I'll show you an up close just a second. Okay, so this is what the end result looks like. I always have that barn there so she can play with her toys. So she has her animals, her books, instruments, and then I leave all her stuffies in a corner. I used to have a basket, but she would just destroy that basket every time, so I just leave them in a corner, just like that. And then every toy rotation, I try to change her bed sheets. So here we go. There you go. Her bed is changed. And if you guys do want me to make a separate video on the floor bed and the do's and don'ts, the mistakes I've done, let me know. It's honestly one of the best decisions I've ever made. We switched her in before she turned 1, and it was so relieving that she learned some more independence and didn't have to rely, and could rely a little bit less on us. It was amazing. But that was her room. That was the toy rotation. Feel free to like the video and subscribe for more. And can't wait to see you guys again. Bye-bye. Mwah.